everyone. I'm sorry I'm coming the way of your lunch, but please bear with me for next 10 minutes. This previous session made my life a lot easier. They talked about almost all the points that I wanted to cover. So before we get on to the presentation, let me acknowledge the fact that my teachers definitely knew more than what I knew at that point in time. And it is because of those teachers I am what I am and you are what you are, right? So let's not ignore this fact. And I want to take this opportunity to bow to the entire teacher fraternity out here as a matter of respect. Thanks. Here we go. How do I, yeah. So, this is about the new style of IT that's disrupting the education. When I say disrupting, it's positively disrupting. The cloud, there's mobility, there's big data, there is security. We talked almost all of that in the trends, the discussion that we had. So it is impacting the curriculum, the pedagogy, and the assessment, right? This is happening world over, right? So keeping this disruptive trend in mind, HP has evolved a clear vision for the education industry, which talks about total access combined with true learning can only deliver meaningful outcomes. It cannot be either of the two. You just can't say that I've given away the tablets and hence I'm done. No, it only addresses the access and it does not deliver the true learning. So let's talk about what is true learning. So this, you must have heard of this Bloom's taxonomy, which talks about the passive learning and active learning. Just remembering and understanding continues to be passive learning. What is important is applying, analyzing, and doing things around it or creating things around it is what the active learning is all about. So, exactly the discussion was around the trends in education. I'm so happy that I'm coming exactly after the previous session that I finished recently. Some of the trends that we are seeing world over, I'm capturing them here. So flipped classroom, somebody mentioned. So great that some of these schools have already adapted or adapting the flipped classroom. So this is happening world over. Gone are those days where the teacher talks with the chalk, the chalk and talk methodology. Instead, the students have to learn the subjects previous night, come to the school and apply or analyze and discuss the topics in groups, So which is what the flipped classroom is all about. MOOC is another trend, somehow did not get covered in the session. So this is a very big trend. Trust you me, India is the world's #2 in the MOOC adoption, right? So India is bang on. Of course, it has its own merits and demerits, right? It's efficient, but the continuity, the interruptions, so somebody says, hi buddy, when he's on a MOOC, on a WhatsApp, so diversions, all that are a problem, right? Given this, there is another trend that is being witnessed world over is adaptive personalized learning. Somebody talked about, LMS, learning management systems and things, which is absolutely great. So what is important is take the learnings from the LMS, the analytics or data that you get from the LMS, analyze which students are at what level. Obviously, in a class of 40 students, everybody is not going to be at the same threshold level. It's going to be, the bell curve applies here also. There will be 10-20% of people who would be below par, 10, 20, 50, 40% who would be above par, and another 10, 20% who would be below par, right? This is going to be a scenario. Why should the books be the same, right? So one size fits all is not what is the need of the hour. Look at this slide, as you can see. A guy, will have a max book of 43.1.4, whereas the student B will have a book called 41.0.2. The difficulty levels, the chapters, the contents are all different, depending on the levels at which they are in. So why do you need to cap the guy who is at par? Propel him, move him up, move him above par. People who are at already above par, give him more challenges, make him think more than what he knows already. That's what the adaptive personalized learning is all about. And HP has a full-fledged solution for encouraging or implementing this adaptive personalized learning, right? Another trend is the blended or the augmented reality, right? So what is augmented reality? Is it only the textbook or is it only online? We saw MOOC has got its own advantages, disadvantages. How do we marry the textbook and the e-contents and get best of both the worlds? That's what this augmented reality is all about. I will talk about it in a separate slide in little more detail. Maybe this will be of interest to you. So what we have done is, keeping in mind all these trends across the globe, HP has evolved a very comprehensive solution suite, both on the access side and on the learning side. So we have platform to deliver the content and curriculums. We have the print and digital, which we talked about augmented reality, marrying both the printed content and the digital content. And professional development, somebody talked about training the teachers or enabling the teachers. So we have modules for developing the teachers. And some of those are absolutely free. You can always log in. It's called HP Life. You can do a Google search, HP Life, and there are modules for teachers learning or applying technology for education, how to teach efficiently with technology and things like that. Multiple topics. There are topics around how to become an entrepreneur, or how to start your own business, do things. So many topics that are there. It's absolutely free. So please take time to go through and take a look at it. And of course, LMS and student information systems and various apps for learning and so on and so forth. So together, we have a comprehensive solution suite. To make this chart more real, I have listed the solution components on the left-hand side. As you can see, we have devices which are created for education. And we have Classroom Manager, a software. We'll talk about some of them. Of course, in the interest of the paucity of time, I'll just pick one or two topics and talk in little detail. Look at this education tablets or education devices. When you say, what is education devices? How is it going to be different from the rest of the devices? You know what? The student, on an average, drops the device 17 times a year. There's a scientific study. And the probability of screen breaking at least once in the 17 times of drop is almost 100%. That's the world we are in, right? So, and in a classroom, you have the tablet and you have drinking water bottle and spills, all that are possible, right? So considering all this, HP has created education edition devices, right? I have one in front of me. I'll just talk to you quickly. This is, I'm just removing my shoes so that I'm going to stand on this to show you how rugged it is. So this is the device. It's so rugged, trust me, it drops. And you stand on the screen, and it happens. And we have built, stylus into it so that you can write. Somebody said they're writing on a paper and then doing it on a tablet. So we have created stylus, which is a pen-tip stylus, so which simulates the actual writing. And we have also built keyboards around it. This is a simple plug-and-play keyboard. It's not a Bluetooth, no pairing, nothing. It just plugs in and you start working on it. So the device need not be a pure or a simple content consumption device. It can become a content creation device also. Because as we said in the Bloom's taxonomy, creating is an important thing. So teaching is one, and enabling the students to create content is another, right? So this is the Classroom Manager that we talked about. This is software. This preloaded, it's pre-built, it comes free. So you buy this tablet, you get all this software free. So the teacher can use it for comprehending. You can administer quizzes and tests, assessments. You can track keywords, keep control of the classroom as to what's happening. Encourage collaboration. Somebody talked about collaboration. She can create groups, without people physically relocating. They can sit wherever they are, and this person and this person are part of the group the teacher has created. They sit there in respective places. With the tablets and device in their hands, they can interact, exchange notes between their group members, right? So this is encouraging collaboration, and they can direct student attention. They can block the device, they can open the device, and so on and so forth. It's a huge set of features that it has got, and it also comes with some of these software suites called Solution School Pack. It has a probe-based scientific learning. You can do experiments. You can connect a probe, put it on a water and boil, and plot a graph of time as over temperature. How does it raise and things like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have dictionaries built in, and if you have compute trace, it's a feature where if the device is lost, you can track where it is. You can remotely lock it, wipe it, and so on. Right. So here is what I talked about, the augmented reality. So this is a app which can connect with the printed book and take you to the cloud and bring the printed book alive. We are collaborating with various content partners in the world, and we have a very strong collaboration happening with CK12, and we have Heather, who has come in from US, flown in exclusively for this event from CK12. He's just going to take a minute and show you, and these books are available in our stall. Please take time to come and take a look. Yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm from ck12.org. It's a platform which is a free platform. It's a .org. So for all the principals in the earlier discussion, you save $32. We have districts in the US that save $200,000 using free digital texts, which are 100% digital, works on all platforms. And they saved that money in districts, and they invested in technology in the classroom and bought Chromebooks. And so with HP, what we've done is we allow you to take this textbook wherever you are, on any device, on any platform, and then you have a link reader app where you can scan the page of an image, and the associated video will play on your phone. And so it's blending the offline and the online world together in a very seamless experience. And everything we do on the platform is completely free for teachers. Again, it's ck12.org, and we'll be in the HP store. Thanks.
Yeah, so we have a person from iProf. Please come on the stage, just have a face to the name, so they can relate to you when they're back in the stall.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure everyone is getting late for the lunch. And I think most of the points on the technology has been covered. So apart from what just been mentioned by CK12, apart from content, all those things which is to be integrated, the entire assessment lifecycle automation, starting from the child gets ready to go to school. The first thing that teachers do is mark attendance, assessment, test. All those things will be part of the iProf platform, which covers everything which is to be K-12 segment. Attendance, everything. Yeah. Right, thank you.
Yeah, so I come to the end of my presentation. So we are going to be available at the HP stall. So we have put up a complete display of tablets. If you want to take more look on the recognized tablets and features, and also the CK12 books, you can collect some free samples of these embedded or hybrid books. Please visit our stall, and there are going to be lucky draws also for people who visit our stall. Please.